CzarThwomp here, and welcome to episode 12 of Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. Last time, we arrived at Torvus Bog and made our way to the Torvus Temple, where we got super missiles as well as orders to go find more temple keys. So anyways, let's go translate. Luminoth Lord Translate, the world warped. Amidst this turmoil, we discovered many disturbing anomalies. Spatial disturbances appeared across the land. Objects went into a state of dimensional flux. Their atoms divide between Aether and somewhere else. There was little time to ponder these strange happenings, for we had to deal with the devastation of our lands. Okay, so anyways, let's get going. Yeah, but really, I just love the feel of this game. I know I say that a lot, but I really do. There's just something special about Metroid Prime 2. Okay, so anyways. Yeah, just Samus dies by jumping off the ledge.
Help me, Umos! My suit's malfunctioned!
Oh no! Space pirates, quickly go. Harvester. Okay. Okay. Sorry, just looking at things. Okay. Yeah, I think it's in here. What? How did that not hit? The missiles were right there, right at the door. Boom. Okay. Body has been heavily damaged due to exposure by unknown chemicals, unable to determine cause of death. Yeah, just Umos' pesticides. They drank the water, those fools. Target's corpse has been taking heavy chemical damage. There are some similarities to digestive fluids found in several creatures. Something may have tried to eat the corpse, but yet was unable to finish. Okay, yeah. It's behind the translator door, okay. Oh, right. There we go. Mystery solved. Okay. And now that we have super missiles... Ah, come on. There, boom. Ah, come on. Yeah, really, these guys make the She-Goths look like basic enemies. There. Okay. The Ing attack. The day came when space was torn asunder, revealing dimensional rifts to a dark place. Horrible dark swarms streaked forth from these rifts, engulfing nearby creatures and transforming them into what we would come refer to as the Darklings. The dark creatures became our enemies, and peace came to an end on Aether. They took orders only from Umos. Okay, Torvis Grove. Okay. Anyways, actual commandos. Yeah, funnily enough, you'll see the Dark Commandos more than the actual commandos. Dedicated to hunting the hunter, Spacepire Commandos units have been equipped with the latest tech weapons, including a variation pulse cannon, e-grenade launcher, and energy scythe. Powerful thrusters carry them at high speeds over terrain. A portable blaster shield repels most attacks, but can only be deployed for limited periods. But hey, I would rather take these guys over the freaking Dark counterparts. Okay, anyways, Meditation Vista. Okay. Yeah, we really don't have much. Yeah, we don't really have much here. We are going to be coming back to the meditation. Though the Meditation Vista has its own secret right over there, as you can see on that platform that we currently can't reach. So, anyways, let's head over to Dark Aether. For the time being, we have one objective. We have to get our boost ball, which is going to be located in this area. But we're going to have to do a little exploring to get there first. Okay. The Gloom Vista. As you can see, the Ing are truly revolutionaries when it comes to the naming. Polluted Mire. Okay, sorry, I just have to look this up. Okay, yeah. Anyways, over here, these are Hunter Ing. Elite warriors of the Ing Horde, facing shapeshifters deadly in close combat, dislikes bright light. The Hunter Ing patrol the lands of Dark Aether in search of the Horde's enemies. They can render their bodies intangible, allowing them to ambush their targets with ease. Hunter Ing can generate long, deadly tentacles, which they use to great effect in battle. Cunning and relentless, the Hunter Ing will seize their prey or die. Yeah, very much in your best interest to energize the beacons. Okay. Yeah, though unfortunately, it's not going to be as easy to find, basically. It's not going to be as easy to find the keys this time around. It's not like in Dark Agon, where they were pretty much just right there, right for the taking. Yeah, this time around, we're going to actually have to do some real legwork. But that's part of the fun, you know? Just going around, checking things out. Though it's not going to be too harsh. Just a little bit more exploration. Not as much hand-holding. Okay. And let's whip out our Dark Beam. Oh, by the way, if you run out of ammo, it's not the end of the world. You will still technically be able to use the beam. However, you'll have to do a charge attack in order to launch a basic strike. So it's not like you'll have easy access, but you won't be completely handicapped. So it's not like, oh, hey, you ran out of ammunition, so now you can't go through any doors, you can't get any more. You're not going to get locked out if basically you weren't exactly the most efficient with your ammo. Yeah, the game's not going to outright punish you for taking advantage of the various attacks that you have at your disposal. So, I mean, that would be mean, you know? Just giving the player this really cool mechanic of, oh, hey, you have a super effective attack against all the enemies in Light Aether or Dark Aether, and so now you got but you can't use it. Okay. So yeah, as you can see, we can't really get past that all that readily. We're going to need our boost ball. And speak of the devil. Literally, that is pretty much a devil in this game. Bioscan Lumina subject survived 1.5 decacycles ago. Ing biomatter present in subject. Subject was in the final stages of Ing possession when her life signs went critical. Subject's death was fatal to the Ing as well. And as you can see, Dark Torvus Temple Key. But unfortunately, try as we might, we can't quite reach it. Ugh. Anyways, brace yourselves, because this is not a fun fight. Meet one of the least popular bosses in this game, the Boost Guardian. You have no protection. Boost Guardian, boost powered warrior ing. Boost ball ability grants great speed to enemy. Target can only be damaged in solid form. Find a way to keep it solid. Oh, come on. There we go. The warrior ing has absorbed the power of the boost ball. It can boost blast it towards its enemies, using its body as a potent weapon. When it's not in solid form, engage it in morph ball form. It may provide better attack opportunities. Though thankfully it is still an ing at the end of the day. Okay, at this point, let's go try charging you. If it blasts out a crystal, it'll heal you. You can get some health. Okay, come on. Okay. Come on. You're using my boost ball against me, you monster! Ah! Okay. Come on. And there we go. It's moments like this that the light beam are just so handy to have. Large energy unit. And there it is. Our handy dandy boost ball. Oh, how I missed you, boost ball. Okay, so anyways, now that we have the boost ball at our disposal, we can actually get our first temple key. Because, just remember, we have the half-pipe effect. That is if we actually center ourselves. Okay, first temple key acquired. Okay. Okay. Let's get out of here. Very nice, very nice. Gotta love that boost ball. Gotta love just the mobility it grants you. Yeah, but like I said, just don't be ashamed to use your light beam with the boost guardian, because basically that thing can kick your ass if you are not prepared for it. Okay, but anyways, this may sound uncharacteristic, but we are actually going to... It would be in our best interest to actually head back to the temple grounds, because we can now get our hands on an item that basically will... that not only are we going to need, but will also give us some more missiles. Not to mention, just get our hands on some other items that basically... that are now at our disposal, now that we have the green translator rune. Okay. Portal is directly to our right. Only we could skip that cutscene every time where you see the portal generating. Okay, so anyways, let's just get moving. Okay, Torvis Grove, we could go... Okay, we're gonna head to the Torvis Temple. Okay. Yeah, just trying to get a bearing on just what's going on around here. Yeah, we're not going to head down just yet. Instead, we're just going to try and make our way over to another area. I don't think this is the area. I have in my notes as basically plaza access. Okay. Yeah, but our main thing is going to be getting back to the bog, getting out of the bog and returning to the temple grounds. Okay. Grove access. Okay, just wanted to check. Just wanted to double check. Okay. Crocus, Mute Toxic Eating Forager. Heavily armored, attack when it exposes its gills to damage it. The crocus thrives on toxins it extracts from its surroundings. It secretes an acidic trail in its wake as it roams in search of nourishment. The durable mollusk can be damaged when it exposes its toxic absorbing gills. Few weapons can penetrate this creature's shell. In that case, why aren't the spacebar trying to domesticate these things? Anyways, boost ball switch. And look at that. Okay, Plaza Axis. Okay, after bombing the second switch. Come on, let's hit. Okay. That alcove is going to give us our next missile. And more boost ball. Hey, I always love using the boost ball. Any excuse to use the boost ball is A-okay in my book. There we go. Last missile for the time being there. Okay, so anyways, let's make our way back to the... sorry. We'll make our way back to the transport. I know that basically it seems a little anticlimactic, just, hey, we're right in the middle of exploring Torvus Bog, there's so much to do, so much to see. And then we're just like, we're going right back to the temple grounds. Trust me, it is in our best interest, because you will eventually reach a point where it's like, where you hit a dead end, and you're thinking to yourself, where do I find the area? Where do I get out of here? What am I missing? And then basically you go back to the temple grounds, like, okay, now I see what's going on. Because really, this screwed me over on my first playthrough. Thankfully, the game will give you a hint of basically, hey, you gotta go back to the temple grounds and get this item. But still, it can be a little frustrating when basically you're just walking through, and then basically, when you're just trying to find your way through, and then you're like, what am I missing? Only to discover that, hey, you gotta go all the way back to this prior area. There. Alright, I didn't scan those things. But hey, all you need to know for the time being is that they give you ammo. They give you ammo, they give you good stuff. Okay, so anyways, let's just get out of here. Torvus Barapod, living storage units of the Luminoth. The Torvus Barapod grows around useful items. The hard outer shell can be shattered by weapon fire. The Luminoth use the hardy plants to store supplies for operations in the Torvus Bog. They are resilient to the harsh chemicals and diseases that run rampant in the swamp, and emit a deadly cloud when destroyed. This has discouraged their consumption by local animals. Yeah, how much you want to bet that this was actually just a measure put in by Umos to just destroy the Luminoth? The Luminoth that cracks open just gets clad with gas. That poor bastard didn't know what hit him. Not until it was too late. Yeah, thankfully these sort of pods are very handy to use. Just since they're an easy source of ammo. Okay, anyways, on that note, I think that now would be a good time to end things off. Anyways, I really appreciate that you stuck around to watch this episode. You're a great viewer, and I hope you come back for the next one. Like this video, like, subscribe, comment, share, do whatever you want. With that, I'll see you next time. Bye.